didn't happen all at once. Falling for her was more like erosion, quiet, slow, inevitable. By the time I realized it, I'd already built my life around her, without asking, without knowing I was doing it. We met at a friend's wedding. She was late, hair messy, a heel broken. She apologized to everyone but didn't fix it, just laughed, grabbed a drink, danced like she had nothing to prove. She was unbothered, and I didn't know women like that existed. We started talking at the bar after midnight. I told her I hated weddings. She said she hated small talk, so we skipped it. Talked about space, her parents, a dog who ate socks. She looked like she belonged in late-night conversations, like her soul was nocturnal. I wanted her to keep talking, but we didn't exchange numbers. She said, "If we're meant to run into each other again, we will." And somehow we did, at a bookstore, in the poetry section. She was holding Rilke, didn't remember me at first, or pretended not to. We went for coffee, then lunch, then nothing for 2 weeks. She disappeared like wind, then blew back in like nothing happened. She never explained, never apologized for the space. That was her way. She needed time like people needed air, and I was still figuring out how to breathe her in without suffocating her. We started seeing each other slowly. Coffee dates, walks that turned into sleepovers, but she never stayed the night, always left before morning. I never asked why. Told myself not to get attached, but one night she stayed. We didn't sleep, just lay on the couch, her head on my chest. In the morning, she said nothing. Neither did I. But something shifted. She left her toothbrush in my drawer, then a sweater. Then she stopped checking the time when we were together. She never asked for a label, never gave one. But she kissed me like we had one. Then came the first fight, not loud, just distance. I'd been short with her, snapped about traffic, I think. Instead of arguing, she went quiet. That silence stung more than shouting. It was like she was saying, "I'll stay quiet so you can hear yourself." And I did. I realized I was angry at something else. Work, my dad, myself. But I took it out on her. I texted to apologize. She didn't reply. I waited 2 days, then showed up at her door. She opened it, arms crossed, but she let me in. She said, "Don't make me your punching bag just because I won't hit back." It cracked something in me, the way she protected herself with calm, with clarity. She didn't need to raise her voice. She just had to look at me like I was better than that. I started paying attention to how she pulled her sleeves when nervous, to how she paused before answering something personal. I learned she hated being touched when she cried, preferred someone nearby. So I sat on the floor next to the bed when she was grieving. She didn't say thank you, but she curled her foot until it touched mine. That was enough. We didn't move fast, didn't say "I love you" for months. When I did, she looked at me for a long time before answering. Then she said, "I don't say things I can't follow through on." And when she finally said it, weeks later, it landed heavy. She said it like a vow. We started leaving things at each other's places, books, mugs, silence. She started staying through the night, then through the mornings, eventually the whole weekend. I asked once why she kept coming back. She said, "Because when I leave, I notice it." "Notice what?" I asked. "The absence." Then she kissed my jaw like punctuation. We had another fight a year later. Bigger. We almost broke up. I said something cruel, tried to undo it mid-sentence, but the damage landed. She didn't yell. She packed a bag. I sat on the couch, hands shaking. Didn't follow her. Didn't beg. But I left the door unlocked. She came back 3 nights later. Didn't say anything. Just stood there holding the toothbrush I gave her. I took a deep breath, said, "I'm learning. I swear I'm learning." She nodded. "Good. Because I'm not here to raise you." That line stuck. She wasn't going to shrink to make me grow. Wasn't going to mother a man who could learn himself. That's when I grew up. She started leaving poems under my pillow. I added songs to her playlists. We started choosing each other, even when it was easier not to. We still don't yell. We don't storm out. We pause, reset, return. And every time she comes home, I meet her at the door. I say thank you for staying, because she taught me. Real love doesn't announce itself with grand declarations. It shows up, it waits, it listens, and it stays without raising its voice.